Evening. It's episode 3, as I've been calling it all day. I just want to say hi and hope you all had a good day today. I have, obviously, despite being in here. I had a few visitors today, so that was nice. My mum and her partner Richard came in this evening, all excitedly talking about Egypt, amongst other things as well. My Richard came up probably about 12:30, and we decided, because I had my IVs a little bit earlier, to go into Shirley for an hour just to mooch about. I mooched, a bit slower than normal, which is slow anyway, so it was a bit of a snail's pace, but Richard got his holiday gear, so that's good. He's not very good at shopping, so I kind of wanted to kill him, not gonna lie, for the first 10 minutes. But he managed to buy some stuff, so he's pretty set for holiday now as well. I got a couple more bits as well, so it was nice just to be out in the sunshine for a bit. I'm not gonna lie, my eyes kind of hurt a little bit because of the sun and the 3D people. I've been watching a lot of films and TV and stuff, so that's 2D people. Being outside is a bit much. I had my lovely friend Jess came up to see me as well today for a few hours, so that was nice. Just chatting about, she had a nice day in London yesterday, so yeah, she was telling me about The Lion King, which I really want to go see. It sounds amazing, so yeah, it was nice to see Jess. And then my friend Una came up with her dad came, and they came bearing gifts, so it's time for one of my magical tours. I'll take this off for now. We can have fun watching me try to put that back on one-handed, but I'll show you, they've helped to decorate my room. So on my Egypt board, hopefully it's not actually that bright, but hopefully you can see this. It's Tutankhamun and a snake. It's Egyptian. So there's the snake, and then that's Tutankhamun there. Pretty darn cool. And then the perks of working at a cinema, I'm not telling you which, but these little guys came and said hello. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got Hamish, Hubert and Harris. They snuck through the window, and then these little guys from the standee. So I'm going to get Merida in here, and my Tom Hardy one. I've got a Potter one as well, so but when I come in I like to decorate my room. I hate it looking plain and boring, so the standees are really good for making my room a little bit more Sammy friendly. Right, here we go. I managed this so smoothly the first time. I'm going to have to put you down, guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. You'd think with time my videoing skills would be a little bit more top-notch. I'm getting used to it, there was a specific topic I wanted to talk about tonight. Excuse me. And that's it's a message really to parents of children with CF, because being 21, it's not old by any means. It's kind of old for a CF patient. It sounds really, really bad when I say that, but as you probably know, the average life expectancy is about 37. Obviously, it's average. Some people are older. I know CF patients that have lived into their 50s, and with time that will improve. Sadly, I've known younger kids, or kids younger than me, to not make it through. One in particular, and that was Tyler, and I know a lot of people probably know a lot about him, but I thought I'd just give him a mention. But like I said, my age, it's kind of good for parents with younger children with CF. They tend to ask a lot of questions. I know I've got some friends on here on Facebook with kids that have cystic fibrosis, and I've met them through, the CF website and things like that, and forums and things. And a lot of the time they have questions, and I'm absolutely more than happy to answer any questions or give any help or advice I can to anyone with young children with CF, because obviously the doctors and nurses can tell you to do things. Sometimes for children particularly, it's difficult to make them do it. I had specifically, I've had a lot of parents ask about physio techniques and things. Obviously for a child to sit or to expect a child to sit and have do physio for half an hour it's unrealistic, really. So it's just about making it a bit more fun, but something that actually works. And a great way for kids who are struggling to get rid of sputum, struggling with their physio technique, a great way for parents to help, and what helped for me, is tickling. Laughing, as my friends know, does normally bring on a big coughing fit. And that happens quite a lot. So tickling, if your child's ticklish, making them laugh, that can help clear a lot of crap from their lungs, and that was a good way of making me do my physio when I was younger. There's also the trampoline. The trampoline is amazing. If you can get one, I used to have one when I was little, just a little trampette, just doing 10 minutes on the trampoline. That will work wonders, and it makes the mucus move so much. When I was younger, apparently, I used to jump up and down on my trampette to the theme tune of Heartbeat, every 90s kids Sunday night viewing. But yeah, it's a music, even jumping to music makes it more enthusiastic, more fun. A lot of parents have asked as well about teenagers. This is something I know quite a lot about, being a CF teenager myself. It's the transition it's really hard for parents for the transition where the CF patient, the child, teenager, becomes responsible for their own medication, their own physio and things like that. And I know a lot of parents find that really, really hard, because you're losing a little bit of control. The CF patient is becoming more independent, I guess. Sometimes that doesn't, or a lot of the time, it doesn't work out so well to begin with. I know when I was about 17, when I was at college, I refused to do my medication. And I know a lot of CF patients or parents are probably going through this stage right now, and it does happen. It happens to every CF patient that I've ever heard of. When they become a teenager and get a bit more responsibility, they have the ability to say no. And it's horrible. It's really, really, really worrying for the parent, because obviously you need that child, you need them to do their medication to keep well. But I've been through it. A lot of all teenage CF sufferers will go through that. They'll kind of get a bit rebellious, think, why bother, I don't want to, it's too time consuming, it's too much, It's not nice, it's horrible, I don't want to do it, why should I, it's not fair, all those sorts of things. It happens, and it's just, when it happened to me, I didn't do my medication properly for about a year and a half, and I was in and out of hospital a lot. And something, no matter how hard you try as a parent to make your child to do medication, if they don't want to do it, they won't do it. And there is no use in trying, to push it, because the more you push it, the more they'll rebel. So just a little bit of advice: if you're going through that, just kind of write it out. I know it's horrible, I know it's hard, but if you write it out, something will happen, something will click in your head as a teenager. You will think, why am I not doing my medication? You will think it's stupid, just do it. There are days, of course, when you just think, fuck it, I can't be bothered. But at the end of the day, if you don't do your medication, you won't stay well. It's really hard. It's a really hard way to learn. It's a hard lesson to learn, but you will learn it. And something will happen, and it will click, and it will make you think, okay, I have to do this now. So good luck if you are going through that. I know it's really hard, it's really horrible, but I'm still here, and I went through it. So just don't be too hard on yourself. This is another one. I've had a couple of parents ask me, and it is really hard. It's a hard subject, but a lot of parents, if not all, because CF is a genetic illness, they feel guilty, and they feel like it's their fault that their child has this. I've had a lot of people ask me, or ask the forum, which I've answered, do you blame your parents? And I would 100% say, never once has that crossed my mind to blame anyone. It's just the cards that you've been given. It's not a nice pack of cards sometimes. It's not a nice hand of cards, I should say. I'm not very good at poker. But I would never say that this was my mum or my dad's fault, ever. It's not. It's genetic. It's a genetic lottery. They didn't even, know that they had the gene. No one in my family has ever had CF before. I've always tried to be unique. But it's so hard. I know my mum in particular feels a lot of guilt. They feel, she feels like it's her fault. It's not. And I would never ever say that, ever. Because it's not anyone's fault. It's really hard to come to terms with, I know, and it will always probably be there, that guilt. But again, if you're a parent watching, your child loves you, and they would never ever say that it was your fault. I'd rather be here with CF than never exist at all. CF is not a nice illness. It's horrible and it's hard, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. But I know for a fact that it's made me who I am. I know for a fact that I wouldn't be this person if I didn't have it. And sometimes I do think I probably wouldn't be a very nice person. I know I'm not sometimes anyway, but I know I would probably I would just not be who I am. And I think in a way it kind of, maybe humbling is the wrong word, that's not right, but I definitely feel like a little bit more appreciative of life sometimes. And like I said, I would love to not have CF anymore. I'd love for there to be a cure. I'd love to, feel better. And, maybe one day that will happen. but I'd never blame anyone for this, and I certainly would never feel that my parents should feel guilty or anything like that, because I think I'm okay. I've turned out alright, and I think I have a different attitude towards life to a lot of people, maybe. So yeah, this one was really for the parents. Again, if you want to ask any questions or anything like that, just feel free to message me or email me or whatever. I'm happy to answer, always happy to answer, and yeah, just try to just look on the bright side of life, I guess. Yeah, this one's a pretty long one. I've just realised it's 16 minutes now, so I'll stop talking. Yeah, I had a good day today. I hope you did too, and I will see you tomorrow night, guys. Love you, bye.